Hey everybody, this is Bert G, Orin, and welcome to the next episode of Quests and Quandaries, the adventures of the Good Berries. Last time, our heroes dispatched a group of skeletons they encountered and delved deeper into the Sunless Citadel. After a series of puzzles and secret doors, they discovered a sealed stone sarcophagus that was being watched by a Quasit. Deciding to explore more before opening it, they head back to the initial room and head on in a different direction. Alright, so we are now back. Y'all are back in the first room where y'all discovered the skeletal archers. And if memory serves, Ryogo was about to open the door that is right here.
Yeah, and this time he's going to be a little more cautious about it and just like open it a little bit and peek inside before opening it all the way. He's gonna be sneaky about it.
All right, roll me a stealth check for if you're trying to be quiet about it.
It did not register. Come on. Alright, one sec. Let me bring it up here and roll it. There it goes, finally. Oh, that's a 10. You know, perfectly mediocre.
Well, with a 10, well, you think you're being quite stealthy, but everyone else hears as you open the door, you hear a bit of the, you can tell this door doesn't get used very often, so it's a little stiff when it's trying to move. And you see a long hallway, and there are 3 different doors. One at the top, one at the end of the one at the end of the hallway, and one on would be your left and one on your right.
Okay. On seeing that there's nobody in there, he's just gonna keep going on in. Actually, remembering all the traps around, he's gonna stop right there. It's like, oh, okay. Is there any? Can you look around and see if there's any sort of trappy things in the area?
You can give me either a perception or investigation check.
Alrighty. There. Or investigate. Okay. That's a 12. I'm sure there's nothing of deadliness in this corridor.
You are not finding anything. This scene actually seems like a relatively, safe location.
Are there bugs?
I don't see any.
Huh.
Only the tasty kind.
No.
Explain to me why we have to cat again.
What do you like?
It's just he's so squishy and soft. You sure you don't want me to go in first?
Well, you certainly go before me.
I mean, if you want to.
He's also lighter on his feet.
Right, good point. Go on ahead, but be careful.
All right. You don't have to stay that far behind, though. Noticing that they're all still in the big round room. All right. He sees 3 doors. He's gonna take a coin now and kind of like flip it a few times to see which one he wants to open. Let's see. Alright. A 1, so that's gonna be this first one.
What's behind door number 1?
Alright. Before you gonna open the door...
Yeah, he's gonna do this.
You do realize it's locked.
Magic key?
I think the magic key went with the other one. But... Sure. He's gonna take out the key again and see if it fits.
It does not fit this door. And as you're looking at this door, you see that it is a stone relief carved door that seals this chamber, portrays a dragon-like fish swimming.
Dragon-like fish. What was the relief on this door? Just a dragon?
On the first door...
Yeah. The one that we put the key in. It was down here. So it's
it has a it's with a rearing dragon motif on that door.
Okay, so that one was just a dragon. This one's a dragonfish.
Yes.
What about the other 2 doors? Do they look similarly stone with reliefs on them?
They actually look like rather plain doors.
Like these 2 up here now?
Yeah, they're
That we're
rather
still
plain.
in?
They're just plain doors. So there's something special about that. I mean, must be a reason they put something on that door.
Diego, how are your claws and all your tools at, getting us into where we're not supposed to? Sounds like useful skill right now.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Everyone.
Welcome back, sir.
I'm back.
Guess who's back? Back.
Sorry, this headset
back.
sometimes disconnects. And sometimes, I need to do a restart to get it to connect again.
No biggie.
It happens. It happens.
All right, so we left off where you were asking about. You had asked about the door.
Yeah, like what if either of these 2 doors had a relief or something on them?
They did not.
They did not. Well, this looks like an important door, and more importantly, it also looks like a fish. So that reminds him that he's kind of hungry, and so he's going to choose to believe that this is a pantry. And he is going to pull out. And he is going to pull out some thieves' tools and try and pick the lock.
Nothing but sound logic there.
Nothing but sound logic. The soundest of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that the stomach is the best brain to listen to.
Of course.
All right, so give me a thieves' tools check there, sir.
There you go. That'll be a 21.
All right. You go. You feel like you might have a little difficulty with this lock, but then it just clicks over. And then
it's like one of those. Let me try. I have to try 50 different combinations. One of the 50 will work, and I just happen to do the first one that works.
Mm-hmm. What you see is this 10-foot square chamber is hewn from stone. It contains a upright keg fashioned of rusted iron. Rusted pipes lead from the keg into the floor.
Ooh, is this a beer keg? Yeah, that works too. Ooh. And he's gonna immediately step inside and look it over. Try and figure out what this is.
Alright. It looks like from the pipes are holding the keg in place. And it has a like a heavy metal stopper on the keg's top.
Oh. Is it hot or room temperature? Is it radiating heat or anything?
It is not radiating any.
Because if it is, he's okay. All right. So he wants to see what's inside this thing.
All right, give me a strength check.
Have any of us caught up with him yet?
Oh, y'all could, if y'all would want to, y'all could easily be following along behind.
Totally.
Probably following along from behind and just going along with this.
Check.
It's absolutely not stopping you.
I'll only an 8 for strength.
You try, and it's like.
Didn't you have
Eli! It's a little stopper thing. Can't really get the crowbar in there.
Eli, the lid's on too tight. We need you to untighten the lid.
I mean, sure, but why are we opening this? What are we supposed is in it? Right.
Maybe
we just
healing potion.
We're just wandering through random abandoned shrines, opening stuff, and probably consuming it without testing it first. He kind of gives Ryogo a suspicious look as he bends over to open the vessel.
Wait, so
Well, we know
Well,
it's
tonight,
antidote to a poison,
that's
and
it.
we need it later.
Yeah. I
Give
don't
me
know
a,
if that's the most
strength
logical
check.
explanation.
Would you like one of us to roll a strength check for you there, Eli?
Always, please. I'm trapped, as has been previously discussed.
And on it. Is Eli using a crowbar or anything else to gain advantage, or just flat strength?
I think just flat strength. I don't think he's got a crowbar, and he wouldn't use the sword.
Show off those muscles.
He might wrap something around his hands to get a better grip.
That was a
Thirteen.
that's a saving throw, not just a flat strength check.
yeah, if you want to roll the strength, just click the strength tag. That'll roll with just strength. There we go.
22.
All right, it's at this point, Eli, you just walk in. It's like, why are you having this much trouble? You could easily just, and pop it out. And as you open this up,
The dragon.
you
fish comes
see
out.
two things of like steam and liquid pour out of it, and two creatures pop out of this cave. I just realized.
Hell, I knew randomly opening stuff.
And I
was
just realized
bad.
that music has still been going, so that is my apologies. And now, all we need now is everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, good
Wait,
grief.
I'm creatures.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi there.
Yeah,
I bet
Lark's
you're
just
really
gonna fly.
happy we released you from that keg.
Yeah, Lark's just gonna fly up and say, "Hi, creatures."
I'm going to kill both of you.
Alright, do we got a turn order up?
Alright, roll.
We do.
But no, in
Ooh.
all seriousness, 100% talking to the
Right,
creatures
okay.
rather than killing them. Just waiting for Constance to kill both Ryogo and Lark.
It's coming.
I know, it's justifiable. No judge in the world would go against you after some of this craziness.
My two ADD children.
They are. They're Fae! What do you expect from Fae?
I'm Faye!
I mean, yeah, but you were raised by humans? These are wild children?
Oh, they have horrible initiatives. Lark,
that
you're
means,
first.
Lark's trying to talk to them.
Alright.
She's not attacking. She's literally saying, "Hi, creatures, how you doing?"
Lark!
She doesn't know that they're trying to attack. She's like, "Hey, are you guys, hungry? What's up? Like, what... We opened this, we weren't trying to, like, disturb your home or anything. Just kind of curious on what it is. You guys okay? How you doing?" Just that general type of friendly conversation from your neighborhood reborn fairy.
Okay. Anything else?
No, she's legitimately trying to have a conversation and we'll offer them food.
I'm guessing you're gonna want. You're probably over here, or are you staying
Yeah.
back there?
No, she's going right up there offering them food and is like, "Here, I got you something. I think it's tasty." The rats liked it.
Do these things have wings?
I have wings.
Yeah, but it looks like they might too.
We'll be flying buddies.
They do have a little. They do have wings, yes.
No!
Yes, join me in the sky. You guys should not have been trapped down in a little frickin' like barrel that just seems so cruel. Glad you guys are actually able to, escape if you want, go back if you want. You got options now. How you doing? All you guys hear are a bunch of squeaks.
So they're not responding.
I'm kind of concerned.
They are.
That's also assuming, though, that they're animals.
These are not animals. They are. Give me a nature check, either nature or arcana for anyone that wants to. We'll do this right quick. So,
all right.
Nature.
I was about to ask.
You have no clue what these are.
Exactly.
Wow!
None of us know anything. We just leave it at that.
From a visual perspective, one of these looks like it has the physical consistency of steam, and the other one looks like icy or cold.
I'm immediately.
Oh, okay. So would she look at them and know that they're not animals?
They are not animals. No, you would know that.
Try talking that in Sylvan. Same conversation. Asking Constance if she can speak primordial.
What was that last one?
Asking Constance if she can speak primordial to them.
Oh.
Because Lark knows Sylvan, Infernal, and Abysmal, as well as Common. She would try in all of the said languages. She doesn't see why we have to fight them.
I do have primordial.
I mean, in her
they do not have anything that you have said. What was that, Eli?
I was going to say, in her defense, Eli now has a bestie that's a goblin, so it's not unheard of for us to be befriending people that don't make a lot of sense traditionally.
Unlike the goblin, these guys haven't tried to kill us yet.
That's because their turn is last.
They do have an advantage in that.
Yeah, but it's Constant, I don't think they understand what I'm saying. Can you try it in your language? The element language? Still learning that one.
Hello?
Well, we'll wait till your turn for that, Constance. Ryogo, what do you do?
Okay, I don't know what they are, but do they seem outright, hostile to us, or are they, Can I see if I can tell if they're hostile to us specifically, or maybe they just want to get out of here now that they've escaped? Or is that out of the question?
They have not had a chance to truly act yet. This is with popping out, they look like they have a malicious intent in their faces that you happen to be right up next to these creatures.
Alright, you know what? I am going to, I'm going to take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to step away.
Alright, the one that is the furthest south will take a swing at you. I just have to make sure which one it is. He will swipe at you with his claws. I'm guessing a 21 hits.
14 hit me.
Oh, disadvantage.
14 does not.
Alright, the 14 misses. But he does try and swipe at you as you move out.
And then I'm just gonna close the door. And if I can lock it back up again, that would be great.
I love it.
Oh.
Please don't that works.
I don't think it's gonna work, but
Just excuse me, slowly close the door. Sorry,
maybe we should leave this till later.
Do that for all doors. If we don't like it, we close it.
but yeah. So if you can close the door, that would be great.
And you close.
And that would be answered.
Well, you've already taken the dodge action, so you can interact with object, close it, but you can't lock it.
That's fine. I'll just close the door. He's just gonna I. And then he just turns around to everybody, like does the thing where he's like brushing dirt off his hands. See, no harm.
Damn it, Ryogo, this is why we don't go around stealing people's beer.
Alright, Eli, it is your turn.
I know, I'm gonna do exactly what I just did. Damn it, this is why we don't go stealing people's beer. We should have left that door shut.
We have plenty of other doors,
Really
though.
good beer.
It was not good beer. It was infested with, witch-collets.
Could have been really good beer.
It was definitely not.
Alright, so...
Oh, well.
other than the conversation, is there anything physical you're going to do, or...?
He'll heave his shoulder into the door to try to, like, block it.
Oh, to try and hold it shut?
Yeah.
Alright, so if they try and open it, it's going to be if they do try and open it on their turns, it'll be opposed checks until the door is locked.
And if they blast it, then Eli gets wood shards in his shoulder.
Alright, next, Constance.
Okay, is the key still in the lock, or did it?
This was not a. He had to use his thieves' tools to unlock it.
Oh, darn it. Okay. So she's gonna go by the door and kind of help Eli to keep it closed and try to talk Primordial. If they can hear her through the door. So sorry, run the bell. Any response?
Well, is there anything else you're gonna do? So I'll give the response when it comes up. Then when it's their turns.
Nope. I'm just gonna help close the door.
With that, you feel from these, like, there's going to be some pushback on the doors from these two creatures. Free us!
Don't have a problem with freeing you. Do have a problem with being collateral damage.
I was gonna say, what happens when we free you? What are you? Are you like genies coming out of the cake? Do we get free wishes?
For not getting sick
we will feast
or
on
injured.
in Primordial, because they speak dialects that you would understand based on knowing the Primordial language.
We're just all looking for Constance for translations.
We will take your flesh as gratitude for freeing us. Eli, since you have assistance with the door, give me an athletics check with advantage as they try and open the door on you.
Adding that.
I'll say Constance will relay the message. Say what?
You said advantage?
Is 2024
Yes,
guidance
advantage.
reaction, or... Is the 2024 guidance a reaction, or... Because this isn't on turn.
Oh, okay.
You would have had to have cast guidance ahead of time for this check.
23 then.
Alright. So it's 23. The first one's going
Probably
to try...
more, because you're rolling
there's no way in hell they could meet that. I just want to roll for funny.
Oh,
Strong Boy says no.
Even with the nat 20, because it is a check. It still doesn't meet the DC that was set, so I'm saying the door stays closed.
okay, we really need to find a way to lock or block this door because they are no good.
Is this gonna be one of those problems that we gotta, like, constantly watch out for whenever we sleep and, like, gotta come back to bite us 10 years from now?
No,
that we need to take care of now, or, you know, just lock them and just pretend this never happened?
It is
I-
already coming back to bite us right now in this present moment.
Does that mean we attack them now, or does that mean we wait until they catch us by surprise 10 years from now?
Depends
I'm
on
convinced.
the door closed.
I mean, I could lock the door. We could just deal with them after we explore everything else.
Or not at all.
I feel like not at all seems like we're gonna have consequences later that I can't foresee.
The consequence was opening it in the first place.
Not necessarily, because that just means that more people would have opened it eventually that couldn't take care of it, and then, everybody's getting their flesh eaten by some primordial people. I don't know. You
Eli,
might be doing the world a favor.
Eli, it's all yours. I'm done.
Try arguing with the Fae. See what happens.
Alright, so, Lark, what do you want? I mean, we could take the pause to have that conversation happen, but, what are you doing on your turn?
I need to check something. Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Does not say that I have to see them.
It does not.
That's what I was checking. She's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. She knows there was an ice creature, and what was the other one?
Steam.
It looked like it was made of steam,
Steam.
yes.
Steam's getting Dissonant Whispers.
Alright, so it's... Crits?
That beats it. She tried.
It still takes half damage.
Actually,
Yep.
for Dissonant Whispers, it does not state in the spell that it takes half. Oh, it does take. It does. Yes. Okay, it does. It
in
does
this-
further down.
yeah.
It does further down. All right. So roll me the damage.
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
further down, yeah.
Woot
Yeah.
woot.
Normally, it's on most other spells. It says
I was
it
really
immediately
confused because I
after.
just read that.
Yeah, it's that. Usually, it's immediately after the damage on most spells. So go ahead and roll me the 3d6.
Yeah, so many things. Oh, not bad.
So you take 8. So he will take
Damage is
8.
enough.
That did not.
You just hear something that sounds really sinister come from Lark. That's her turn. Sounds creepy.
All right, Ryogo.
I think Constance and Ryogo accidentally swapped somehow.
Oh,
Well, because she
More-
said she moved in
Here,
to
let's-
help with holding the door, so I had
Yeah.
I did it that way to
Oh, okay,
for
okay.
visual purposes because her token got sucked in under yours.
Oh, okay. Alright. So are we locking it up or dealing with them now?
Lock
Good.
the door.
Deal with it now.
good lord. I'm with Eli.
As he kind of
Alright,
grunts
alright.
and shoves his
You got-
shoulder into it further.
2-1. He's just gonna go ahead and lock the door for now.
All right, give me another thieves' tools check to do that because you don't have a key.
Yep. That's a 23.
You are easily able to lock it back in place. You remember the exact actions you took a little while ago to do that, and that is the end of this combat because they are not strong enough to bust down that door.
They can both cool off in there. Because I like my skin where it is.
I will say,
try
though,
another.
Ryogo, as you're doing that and locking it back, you do feel subtle temperature changes on the door.
Like it's getting hotter?
One part of the door, if it's starting to, it feels like it warms up for a second and then fades away. And another part of the door, it cools off for a little bit, then it fades away.
Oh, fuck. Is Ryogo smart enough to realize how bad that is for a stone door?
If you would like, give me an intelligence check.
Yeah.
They're trying to crack it.
He does have good
Yeah.
intelligence.
I do have that's 15.
Alright, well,
That work?
you realize that if you're not exactly sure how long it'll take, but that could be an eventuality, but it's not in the immediate, oh, it's going to happen here in the next, minute or two or anything like that. It would take creatures of that size, even if they had stuff that could produce elemental damage attacks, it would still take a bit because of the fact that it's a stone door.
Well, the bad news is...
Yeah, there's no immediate danger.
So the good news is they can't get out now. The bad news is they'll probably get out eventually.
So we should probably deal with them now, as opposed to when we might not have any resources for them. Just thinking, we let them out.
I mean,
it seems kind of bad sport if other adventurers have to go and deal with them because we did that.
Is this like oh, you didn't specify it. So he had. Does he have a rough idea, like hours or days or weeks that they'll be able to break out, or is it he's just not sure?
With a 15, it is definitely not gonna be today that it happens, but with the thickness of the door, you don't know how powerful of an effect that these creatures might have. So again, you're not 100% sure how long it'll take, but it's definitely not in the... It's probably more in days, not in, hours.
Okay.
I mean, the good news this time is we don't have immediate people potentially dying like we did with Ronnie. People we're looking after now.
So
it's been weeks, so
we probably have at least today.
Well,
we probably at least have the day before they get out, and kind of the opposite situation is true as well. That if we expend the resources to kill them, we might not have the resources to kill whatever is ahead of us.
As y'all are having this conversation, y'all hear this door over here creak open. And you see this little guy stick his head out.
Okay.
Hello?
Baby dragon!
It is a...
Baby dragon!
It is a... people are considered descended from dragons, but we are not technically... What are you doing here?
I'm asking myself...
looking for lost children.
Talking about the perils of stealing other people's good booze.
We're looking for lost children.
But if it was really good booze, I'm not sure if we should refer to them as children.
I mean,
I don't know anything about these children that are these children that you speak of, but
they're big and adults. But they're not.
Our leader might know more. But as soon as he says that, you see he is a bit down in the
Not insightful to
Nat 20 for a 22.
Alright, Eli and Lark, y'all aren't really able to pick up. You could tell he is, well, I mean, the obvious body language of the fact that he is sad is very apparent on his face. Constance, you realize when he mentioned his leader, there is a bit of a feel of, oh, we could go to the leader. Oh, I can't. It's not that. It's something that he mentions that he realizes something about what he just said that makes him like fall into a little bit deeper sadness.
Okay.
But Ryogo, you could tell by this face of, by the look on this poor little kobold's face, of, you know, if he goes back to this leader he mentioned, this could be very bad for him. He is not in good standing with this person.
Oh, okay, so this kobold isn't necessarily in good standing with the leader. Okay. Ryogo's just gonna kind of like come up closer to him.
As soon as you do,
he's gonna.
Looks like he gets like wide-eyed and scared.
Ryogo's gonna kind of like squat down a little bit to be about as front of him and like hold out his arms and say, "Do you need a hug?"
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, okay, alright. Advantage, there it is. Persuasion, not his best skill. Nah, that's a 7.
Well, if anything, he like... he looks like he really wants to, but with the fact that it's you're because of the fact you're much bigger than he is, he hesitates.
And he just kind of like, you don't have to go back to him if you don't want to.
I mean, I've kind of had to stay on the outskirts of where my clan lives because of something that happened recently. Yeah. It's my punishment to stay out here.
Is it what happened back there? And he's going to point to the circle room. Where the dead kobolds have been found.
No. Nothing with that. It's, you see, we had a dragon in our possession. Under possession. That's a good word to use. But the traitors and deserters, and you see when he says that, it's like he like kicks the dirt a little bit and like spits on the ground. They came and stole the dragon out from underneath me because I was the keeper of the dragon.
Oh, that's. Oh, I see the issue. Dragons are people too. You shouldn't possess them. You should befriend them.
Well, the dragon, Sindark.
I'm guessing it's spelled edgily, Sindark. Sindark.
Sindark. You're close.
Okay. No, I wasn't close at all. I thought it was,
You said Sindark. So...
uh,
Oh! I mean, you had the right pronunciation. You had the right syllables, just not the right spelling. But,
Well, you don't have to come with us if you...
Well, I mean, the only way you could get potential safe passage is if I went with you. And especially if you offered to help, get the dragon back. I mean, the leader.
Well,
our leader will know more, and she might know about your missing big children that you're looking for.
They probably wouldn't look like children to you. She's a fae, so I think we all look like children to you.
You do.
But it's not just that. If the dragon remains loose, it is bad for our tribe. So if you help us with our dragon problem, she could help with potentially with giving information on where they might, if these people you are talking about came through.
I'll look to my companions to see if they have input.
Doesn't seem particularly excited about helping possess a dragon.
Yeah, the verbiage on that does not sound friendly.
It just doesn't sound, does not sound correct, you know? Seems kind of rude, to be honest. Why'd you do that to a dragon?
But yes.
Well, we've kind of been exploring a little bit, and we may have done a couple things. He's gonna look over to the door. We might have let a few things out.
Again,
You think that's gonna be an issue?
Yeah, there's some primordials that want to rip all of everybody's flesh off. Just so you're aware that you guys got a little bit of a little pest control problem. Look into that.
But we eat the rats.
No. The rats are fine. Rats left. They're happy. They're good. No, it's the primordials that are, or whatever they are. They're trying to eat everybody's flesh. The rats seem fine. You should leave the rats alone. Shame on you for eating them.
Have you been in that room? Have you been in that room?
I would not suggest going in now.
It is locked. I'll show you where my main room is. Here, come with me. And he'll take you just right into the next room.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Meepo. Nice to meet you.
Meepo. Oh my... Honestly, I had a character that was a kobold who I named Meepo.
Aww.
So this is like... This is hilarious. Where did you come from? Where have you been all my life?
So at least he is polite.
He is friend. He has been named. Thus, he can never die. This is how this works.
So for,
unfortunately,
he wants to possess a dragon.
Again, I don't see that going well for anybody involved.
My clan
leader gonna follow Meepo and stuff.
Crudely executed symbols and glyphs scribed in bright green dye decorate this large and irregularly shaped crumbling chamber. A large pit in the center shows evidence of a recent fire. A metallic cage in the middle of the southern wall contains a gaping hole and stands empty. A small wooden bench draped with green cloth, is next to the cage, and several small objects rest on it. A bedroll lies near the wooden bench.
Oh, you must share your decorator.
You don't have to.
I did it myself.
Then it is bon.
But, I was Dragon's, caretaker. I made sure it got fed.
Do you and the dragon get along?
Well,
It's
we
just
had
bad.
we had we had conversations, but it didn't. It was not able to. It was not able to break free, and the only time we got, it got to where I had to feed it from at first I had to feed it from a distance, because he would try and burn me. He was a red dragon, little dragon.
But has he got used to you?
I mean, it got to the point where we had conversations, but and he only let me close enough to be able to quickly drop off some meat, mainly rats, because that's what we really have down here, are the big rats.
Francis is gonna look to Lark and see if her rat is well hidden.
Yep.
And I would be quickly back away, instead of having to, put it on a stick and feed it from a distance that way.
So, if the dragon clearly didn't want to be in your possession, why were you still possessing it? Because it kind of sounded like the dragon wanted freedom.
It was my leader's orders.
Do you always agree with what your leader decides, or do you not agree?
Well, she has been good to our people up to this point. So she protects us, makes sure we stay alive.
Is she acting differently now? Like, unusual?
No. I mean,
She's been good to your people. Does that mean she is not a kobold?
no, she is a kobold.
Oh, okay.
Yustral is a strong, powerful leader. She can wield magic.
What kind of magic?
If that's all it qualifies to be a leader these days, then okay then.
Does she have a little flying creature thing that she that flies her that sticks around her?
No, she her magic come from within. She is sorceress.
Okay.
And mainly it's because
So,
no one
what
has
did she want the dragon
challenged.
for?
She wanted the dragon to tame it, to have it go against our enemies, the traitors. And again, as soon as he says traitors, he kicks, he scuffs the ground a little bit and spits in that same repetitive thing as he did the last time.
Are the traders just other kobolds or something else?
They are kobolds that fell into abandoned us for the one that came in and lives below.
Cool. How do you get to below?
Yo, I am not Y'all, I am not looking forward to getting involved in some kind of cobalt civil war.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved with the Civil War either. I just think that the traders might be better to talk to than this guy who wants to enslave a dragon.
The only way
I mean,
down is through their territory. They control the way down.
Great. Well, we're still looking around anyway. We might as well be looking over there, unless you can want to be because you don't know where the people we're looking for are, and they might know where the people where we're looking for are. Then it doesn't involve, talking to somebody that wants to enslave things.
I'm not saying that I'm in favor of dragon enslavement, but I am saying that I don't want to be around a dragon that is maybe free and in a bad mood.
Well, we could still go talk to Leader to see what she knows.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you didn't seem like you were eager to talk to Leader, and quite honestly, I don't think I'll like your leader.
Is she?
Did you ever expect Clark to have a filter?
No. What's Dragon Priest?
Oh, something I heard.
This place just gets weirder
And
and
do you know? Do you know what they wanted the dragon for?
The traders. Again, he does that same repetitive motion.
Yeah. Do you know what they want them for?
Watch where you spit, please.
Okay.
Constance, are you able to sense if he's like maybe charmed or something? Because that's a real weird motion. I'm just wondering.
I think it might just be out of habit.
I'm sorry, what part of this isn't weird?
If anyone would like to, they can give like an insight check.
I would, because I have a feeling that he might be with the traders, almost. Like he's just doing the motion to cover up the fact that he's with them.
Well,
The Lark got a 16. Ryogo got a 15. And Constance
got a 24. Lark and Ryogo, y'all can tell that this is a culture. It seems to be a cultural thing for them. Anyone that is considered a traitor, like how how in some nations have like when something is said, it's a immediate response to what it is.
Oh,
kind of like in
the stars at night are big and bright.
No, I'm more
You must compulsively clap.
More like the great who spit for good luck and stuff like that.
More like how in the like in the Catholic Church when they have the peace be with you and also with you.
Yeah.
That
I'm
kind of
by my
repetitive.
first example. It is appropriate.
Okay.
But
what do I
for
notice?
you can tell this is a. You can see how deeply ingrained in his culture that this is. This is not just he's doing it out. It is so ingrained in how this other group of kobolds is supposed to be treated. I haven't really been explaining it too well, and I apologize for that, but he is showing, there's like, every time he mentions the traitors, there is a deep hatred in his eyes when he says that.
Since this has been going on for quite some time, I can tell. Just think of it as what you're told of a neighboring country who's always been the enemy. even though you're a child and you weren't actually in that war, you were always told that they were the bad guys. I'm getting the sense. So I don't know if we can help. Do you agree, friends?
I mean, and this is, again, Meepo starts to try and speak up during this conversation. Well, I don't want to have the dragon, be in cage. I also don't want dragon out and about because
I can see the value of the second camp there.
But possession is just as bad as a cage.
True.
And so is threatening, your neighbors with it. And you guys don't seem to care that they're primordials trying, or whatever those creatures are that are, coming after the stone. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I don't trust you. You're giving me bad vibes. I'd rather talk to the traders, see their side of the story. I don't really like the idea of talking to some leader that may or may not know where the children are, if they're going to be using a dragon as threatening people to, of course the traders are going to steal a dragon. You're threatening them with the dragon. Steal a dragon too if you were threatening me with the dragon and set it free. So I don't want to be threatened with a dragon. Kind of bad form. So
have you been in war, ma'am? Have you been in war?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Let me ask you this. Have you spoken to a traitor yourself? Or just from what your leader has told you?
Meepo has made incursions throughout Citadel and has encountered some of them. But never peacefully. I am not a normal warrior. I am not anything like that. But I don't think dragons should be in cage. But again, I don't want it free. So if either we take he's squeamish a little bit at this. Take it out or convince it to leave.
Yeah, see, it just didn't sound like you guys were doing anything productive with the dragon possession. You were just using the dragon for your own purposes. Like, you're saying you don't want it in a cage, but you did nothing to stop it, and now you're hosted with the traders, but you're still going after the leader.
It was either that or I died.
I don't really get...
Lark,
I don't get a reason. Why are we following him? Just show us where the...
Miss Lark.
We're still exploring.
Miss Lark, there's a saying where I come from. Not my fleas, not my circus. We're here to find the little fellas and get out.
Yeah,
And
I'm just saying let's...
guy obviously don't know nothing about where they are.
Well,
So maybe
why
we
are we
can
still
stop
talking
moving
to him?
on.
with that, you will see him just walk over this way. If he wants to keep going and not talk to leader, this door will take you into more of their territory.
I mean, that sounds better to me. We're still looking for the children, and I don't really trust this guy to take us to them.
Okay, but Lark, just be nice. He's just doing what he's always been taught. He doesn't know better. Not saying that doesn't make him good, but he's being nice and actually showing us where to go. So let's just be civil.
Do we have to go through your leader's territory? Do we have to go through your leader's territory to get further down?
No, this
to where
this door here does
are.
not. This door here is not in our. You will have to go through enemy territory beyond this point.
Thank you very much, little feller. We won't be telling nobody about you losing a dragon.
They know. They already know.
And you know about your minor elemental problem in that one room. So, just saying, don't open the door.
Well, we locked it back up, so...
Yeah, just don't try to open the door.
Where do all the other doors go to?
That one, this one on the far end was where we kept food stores. This one was empty. And I think there might be some, I know we've been talking. There's some, guards from my tribe that's usually staying here. I think they are sleeping at the moment. So unless you go in there, there's, you won't disturb them.
Merci, monsieur.
And so this way goes to your leader, is what you're saying?
No.
Or is it
Or their leader?
This will go towards the other kobold tribe. This way over here.
Which way goes to your leader?
This way will go to my leader.
Okay. Do you know what's behind that door?
As far as I know, it was
Here goes gunpoint.
Empty room.
Okay. Have you heard anything about the door, the locked door on the other side of the round room?
Not that I am aware of. I think my leader had a key to some of these rooms, but not sure. Above her throne sits some like old keys. Not sure where they went.
We'll go just look around to everybody else, and he kind of shrugs and goes, "I could go with either way."
Well, we know we don't want to go see his leader, so should we try the other tribe?
Yep, makes sense.
As long as we're not expecting any better results than with this leader.
Eli?
I don't see why we're seeing anyone's leader, but alright, let's go.
It's a new place. So we were going to explore anyway. So this just makes sense.
Thank you. Was it Mato?
Meepo.
Mito. Merci, Mito.
Meepo.
Meepo. Désolé. I'm sorry.
Ryogo will go up to him and it's like, whispers, "Will you be my friend?"
You want to be friends?
Yeah, baby dragon.
Oh my god.
You're cool.
How
I think you're cool.
You have been very nice to me. I appreciate it.
Ryogo will hold out his hand. A little less threatening, he hopes, than the hug from before.
Roll the persuasion check again with advantage.
15.
It's not like a full-on, like, deep embrace, but he opens his arms up and it's a quick hug, and then he backs away.
Alright, Ryogo is satisfied with this. Okay. Alright. Then he'll follow up to where Constance is.
Lark just waves and says, "Bye, Meepo," and flies off.
Hey, is the door unlocked?
Give me just a second. Actually, that door is unlocked.
Okay. Ryogo, can you check to make sure, just in case, since we are going towards, as he says, their enemy lines? They may have set traps for them.
Yeah.
Well,
Merci.
Can do that.
Alright, give me an investigation
All
check
right.
and check the door.
Sounds good. That's an 11.
You do not find
Yep,
anything on this door.
Yep, you should be good, Constance.
Okay. She's gonna open the door.
And nothing happens. You do find this,
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, Ryogo's gonna keep an eye out for any sort of weirdness.
Alright. And as
Any
y'all
sort
go
of traps
and
or
leave,
anything as they go along.
as y'all are leaving the room, you do see Meepo heading over to that bedroll that was next to all of this. He curls up and starts crying, and like you hear whimpering coming from him.
Oh.
Don't fall for the
Definitely
DM's
going to kidnap
tricks.
him.
Lurk just shakes her head and is like, I'm not getting into some weird kobold Fey deal. No.
Not his fault. They're ignorant.
I'm trying to see if there's something. We'll be back for. Afriogo will be back for him.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So do y'all continue further down the hallway?
Yeah, Ryoga.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna keep an eye out as I head along.
Alright, give me perception checks as you're going and while you're moving through if you're looking for traps and things.
I am, especially along this suspiciously narrow hallway.
That we were able to get into
16.
without a key.
You do not find anything. You do not find anything as you travel through this entire section.
Oh, okay. Get on
Okay.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Lark. Come on, Eli.
Lurk's just flying. She's kind of like humming a little tune to herself, seems perfectly content with life.
Eli's trudging along suspiciously. So suspiciously.
I need to move the map over here. There we go. Oh, you don't know how badly I want to sing a certain song with all these tunnels.
Good thing they aren't secret ones.
So bad.
Yep, of course I'm going to make it worse. What did you expect? Same thing with this door. I'm going to check it over real quick.
I will let the initial
Ready.
check ride. There are no traps.
I thought I was about to say he was gonna let me
Alright.
get off my chest.
I am going to try and stealthily open up the door a little bit and peek inside with hopefully nobody inside noticing me.
Alrighty, give me a stealth check if that's what you're wanting to go for.
Ta-da.
14. Because just like this Meepo's group has guards, I'm gonna assume this group is gonna have guards as well.
Alright. You open the door and nothing.
I love it. The suspense.
I don't.
Y'all are singing memes. I've got Jonathan Colton going on in my head.
Did we just like
He's
try
just-
to be? Should we try to be obvious with our presence, maybe, so that way they know we come in peace?
It's not the
Well, I
best.
mean, I always like to make sure I see other people before they see me. Personally.
I mean,
That's fine.
that's a sound point of view.
Though that does not always work out.
Does anyone have anything white on them that we could show as a flag? If we could give them pause,
I have paper.
that might have to do.
We have bandages.
Alright.
Oh, bandages will work.
I don't know. Badges is maybe taken as a sign of weakness.
So they
I suppose
underestimate
they
us.
figure out that real quick.
Are you moving around
Ryogo
that way
makes
to
his
look
way.
look around the room?
Yeah, and
Yep.
also because, like, the traps always seem to be right between one door and another.
Give me perception
he's
check.
gonna
if you're
take the
one to check this
circumspect.
room. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna perception for 20. But yeah, he's looking around. He's gonna assume there's a big trap in the middle of the room and go around the edge.
All right, there is. You see no trap in here, but you do notice there are some tracks in the dust. That's on the floor. Oh, and as you're walking through, this empty chamber is home only to rat droppings, crumbled flagstone, and stains.
Blood stains?
Lark's gonna just start absently using her cleansing stone to get rid of that stuff, so that way Constance doesn't feel bad.
Thank you.
Anyone who wants to can either give me nature or survival to check out either the tracks or, the stains.
Sure.
I'd like to check out the tracks.
Alright.
I'm gonna go with survival.
And I did
No,
nature.
I know nothing about them.
Oh,
I know absolutely nothing about them. Sorry.
I don't either. Lark's too busy cleaning.
I say Constance got 23 on nature.
Well, I'll let this also... for one, those are definitely not bloodstains. For one. Two, they are all rodent tracks.
They are what?
Rodent track.
Oh, God.
Well, the good news is we only have one rat to worry about. The others all said that they would leave us be.
How big of a rodent track?
About the size of the ones that you saw last night. But you do also notice with the tracks, there are, you do notice a set of 3 or 4 humanoid-sized tracks. The tracks made by the rodents were about a day or so old, whereas the big humanoid, like Eli-sized footprints are about a month old, and they lead in this direction.
This might be where she's gonna put in quotes, children went. These are about a month old.
Thank you, Constance. About time people started pointing out the truth.
So I think we're going in the right direction.
And the good news is we don't have to worry about too many rats. We just have the one bad rat.
Yes, no more death things, no more rats. Except for yours, Lark.
Yeah, my rat's good, but then there's just the one bad rat that the other rats want us to kill because she picks on all the other rats. She's a mean rat.
Ryoga's gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this door, try and peek through it, see what's inside before whatever's inside notices them. Is that going to require a separate stealth check, or...
Let's go with a separate stealth check for the... yeah, let's go with the separate one.
Alright, sounds good. A 19.
Alright, you are nice and quiet as you look into the next. Dusts and odd bits of stony debris and rubble lie scattered on the floor. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of a divine dragon retains its beauty. A relief-carved stone door stands on the western wall.
Not seeing anybody, he's going to open it fully and step in and start looking around. He's gonna kind of like step to the side and like avoid any tracks of like people who've been in through this area. To allow Constance and him to get a good view of the tracks and see if they can determine where the humanoids went.
So do I need to roll again, or?
No. I would say you got high enough earlier to where you're still able to follow where the tracks went to. And they continue. They do move around this room a little bit, but they ultimately head off in this direction.
Understood. In which direction? Alright, we keep going forward.
Anyone who would like to could possibly do a fresh perception check in this room.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryoga also wants to take a quick look over the fountain and the relief that's on this wall here.
Alrighty.
Perception. 13 perception.
Alright. You don't notice anything special about the with the fountain. But with the door, it is that of skeletal dragons. And unfortunately, none of you read Draconic.
But there are Draconic letters on it.
Yes, there is a Draconic inscription on the door.
I mean, do any of us know that it is the Draconic language?
Maybe I've read it somewhere, but not
I
know
would
the language, of course.
because of the themes because of the themes you have seen and what you already know about this location, it is easy to assume because of all of the
dragons,
the iconography of everything you've seen, that this is Draconic.
Ryoga will very deliberately stand in front of the door and try to hide it as Lark passes through.
You don't want her to see that it's Draconic? She can't read it either.
That it's skeletal. The relief is of a skeletal dragon. Undead.
I guess are we doing opposing checks then?
I would say deception versus perception.
I'm not great at. I was actually somewhat. Nope.
Lark, you're able to notice that the relief on the door is skeletal.
Huh. I think we should look into that.
Alright, people can go ahead and move tokens.
But everybody else is going that way.
I think we should look into that. Starts immediately trying to go into get all up in that business.
Have we not learned the last few times not to touch things?
It's undead. It's against my religion.
Lark, if you could move your token, please.
Says the fairy that, looks like a zombie. Where am I moving it to?
Up here with everybody else.
I thought I already did that.
I will say, with this door, you do not see what would be considered a normal locking mechanism.
Okay. It's not going to stop her from still investigating and checking it out.
Alright, we're gonna go back away from the door since she's already seen it.
She might not have if you hadn't pointed it out to her, essentially, by trying to block it.
I mean...
I will say, Lark, because of your check, above this door, there you do see that there is a slot in the ceiling above this door.
Does it look like there's something that should go into said slot?
It's more of it is really thin, and it's like it's coming from the ceiling, and you feel that this might be a trap of some kind.
Is she able to disable it? Like if it was a pressure mechanism or something of that nature?
You can either give me an intelligence roll.
Am I able to guide myself on this?
I will allow that.
21.
Alright, you are able to tell, you can tell that if you either wedge something in there, or you can use thieves' tools to be able to like, wedge something in there, it'll prevent whatever it is from coming out.
She'll wedge something in there.
Alright. Go ahead and give me either a dexterity check or a strength check.
Am I allowed to guide myself again?
Sure, why not?
That might become very important soon. 18.
Alright, what do you use to wedge it up in there?
I imagine there's some loose stone around that she can wedge in there. We are in, an old building.
You're easily able to find a piece of, like, broken flagstone to be able to shove it up in there.
Oh, so she's gonna do that and be like, I fixed it! No more trap!
Ryogo had, like, backed off a little bit as soon as he realized he was fiddling with something there. And he just kind of, like, gives her a thumbs up.
She looks so happy. And she still is, totally planning on, going through the creepy skeleton door.
Right, because we've learned nothing as a group.
Absolutely nothing. It's a skeleton door.
Constance is just going to sit on the fountain.
Alright, so, with the door, give me a investigation check to try and figure out how the door opens.
That helped. 16.
Alright. With a 16, you're able to see that part of the skeletal dragon relief, and you reach up and you take, like, where the skull is, where it right at where the top of the neck where it would connect, and you're able to pivot the skull into a, like, different position, like it's changing the way that the relief is looking, and you hear a click. And as this click going, you hear, like, something trying to move up above where that slit is, but then it, like, stops. Do you go ahead and continue to open the door?
Of course. She fixed it.
Alright, so in that case, you see 5 dusty sarcophagi, 3 in the north and 2 in the south, stand on end in this silent chamber. Each of the carved stone coffins resemble a noble, elf-like humanoid in ceremonial robes. An altar with images of dragons carved on its black obsidian is set in the center of the west wall. A single candle burns brightly on the altar. Next to the candle are a small whistle and a crystal flask. But upon opening the door, the 5 sarcophagi and...
You're telling me a bunch of children made it past all this nonsense?
They didn't open the door.
No, they just did it. Yeah, they did, because they didn't open the door.
They kept going forward.
Oh,
5 skeletal warriors step out, and I need all of you to again roll initiative.
Hey, we're good at fighting undead.
Oh boy. Not particularly.
Yeah.
Very good at it.
1 success. Okay, 2 successes doesn't mean we're good at it.
Have we had unsuccess yet?
We've had 2 successes.
We've had 0 failures, therefore we are good at it.
Well, most people have 0 failures, because if they have a failure, they're usually dead.
Yes.
Yeah, so that means we're great at it.
No, it just means we're just as good as everybody else.
I don't like fairy logic.
Oh, yeah, nobody likes fairy logic, including the Fae. Here you go. The last one's Eli's.
You know what? I'm seriously considering just doing what we did last time.
Lock the door.
Shut the door real fast.
Shut the door and Just shut the door and move on.
Grab the fairy by the wig, pull her out of the way.
I mean, if you want to talk about plans that work.
That is a solid plan.
It is technically
Lark
a
might
very
not like the
solid
plan, but it is a solid plan. She might be dead though before you get that problem.
Ryoko,
we know?
you are first.
Good question.
I am indeed first.
Congratulations.
Okay, fine. He's gonna see that it's open. People are looking in through it. I'm guessing he sees that nothing good is inside, so he's gonna come up and take a look himself.
You see 5 Skelly boys.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sure, they just want to have tea.
Sorry. Five what?
You see 5 Skelly boys.
Tea with
Skelly boys.
had tea with.
All right.
Before. This is different.
He's also very curious, though, about that whistle and the concoction on the altar over there, though.
That's awesome. Do what your cat would do.
Okay, alright. He's gonna... yeah, no, I think he wants to see what's going on. He's gonna step in real quick, have his pike out, and stab this guy over here.
Alright, give me an attack.
As soon as That did not roll. Oh, that is not my attack roll. That's my equipment. There we go. No, nothing good there.
Unfortunately, it misses.
and then he's just gonna take a little step back. You know, so they don't all swarm him. And that'll be his turn.
Alright, well, this one here is going to step out here, line up a crossbow shot.
Oh, were they wielding crossbows?
These are wielding crossbows. They have crossbows and
I made the wrong
swords.
move.
Crossbows and swords.
Okay, they have both. Okay.
Yes.
Even better.
This was a perfectly sound decision, guys.
And he fires at you. And misses.
Not hit. Ryogo kind of like ducks behind the door.
Alright, this one draws his short sword and moves to try and attack you.
When he does, I will use my reaction to attack him first.
Alrighty.
Alright, real quick. Studied reaction. 17 for 7 piercing damage.
That hits. And he is, well, if it hadn't, it is bloody, which I will mark with a red dot for this.
I mean, he has bones, so he has marrow, so he could still be bloody. Just release some of the blood marrow.
And he will try to stab you. And miss.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Lark, it is your turn.
Lark's just going to fly up. Doesn't like that, so probably fly up here to get over Ryogo to get a good shot. Doesn't like that guy is trying to hit Ryogo. And Flint can fly here. Try and give her some type of help advantage. And let's go with it. Well, I don't think an 11 will hit.
Unfortunately, an 11 misses.
And then fly back down and try to hide into some type of cover again. It's like, is there any spot to kind of hide behind?
Unfortunately, not in this room. This room is pretty open. If you wanted to try and get to where you stayed in a safe spot until your turn happened, you could potentially fly further north up here. Just around the corner.
Fly behind Eli, but Eli, yeah, fly behind a corner.
Alright, Eli, it is your turn.
Ryogo, get out of there! Or at least grab whatever's gonna make you not go crazy afterwards and get out of there. He's gonna hold his action, shoulder the door, ready to knock this stuff closed.
Oh, come on, Eli. These are things that you don't want to keep living around, okay? They should be dead and resting.
No one told them that.
That we didn't open the door.
All I did was open the door. I didn't tell them to, you know...
I'm sure they were plenty
By
peaceful
that.
before that. That's right.
Alright, is that all you're doing, Eli?
Yeah. I'm ready to shut that door closed in a moment's notice.
Alright, this one... is gonna get moved up here, and you're gonna get half cover because of the fact of it's kind of a hard way to reach around it.
There's a corner. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to reach
All right.
around his buddy and around the corner, so you're gonna get half cover. Misses horribly.
Oh. No hits.
And then the last two who have not moved. This one's gonna try. Well, they're both gonna move into line of sight range, and they're both gonna fire at you.
Oh boy.
Miss
Oh,
and miss. They're just firing wild at this point.
Oh gosh.
Constance.
So Ryogo's in front of the door, right?
Yes.
I am in front of the door, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go move 30. I don't know how far this, but I'm gonna push him out of the way. So Ryogo, move. I'm gonna say to your right.
Well, you can't occupy this. You cannot occupy the same square as he is. So, unfortunately, it would have to be on his turn. He would have to move.
Okay, well, there's nothing else I can do then, because he's in front of the door.
You
You can Starry Wisp, I think, around him.
You can still attack.
He's shorter than you.
Yeah, you can still Starry Wisp it. He's not blocking being able to.
But didn't Eli say he was also closing the door?
No, I'm just ready to at a moment's notice.
Okay. Alright, let's
Yeah,
go.
he's basically holding its action so that he can when it's an option.
When things inevitably go poorly, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do Starry Wisp to the one that's trying to get at Ryogo.
Alright. That hits. It is still standing, but it hits.
Okay, Ryogo took did Ryogo take damage?
I have not from this attack, from this encounter, surprisingly enough.
Okay, good. Then I don't need to do healing word yet. Okay, then that's my turn.
Ryogo, it is your turn, sir.
Realizing that he is a very, very lucky cat that just used 5 of his lives, he's gonna grab Flint. And he's gonna get the fuck out of the way so that Eli... Well, okay. Actually, can he grab Flint? I suppose is the first thing. Lark?
Yeah? Flint thinks that you're a friend.
Okay. Ryogo's gonna just kind of like really quickly reach out, grab him, and pull them back this way. So that Eli can rush in to close the door.
Well, this is the door. This was my apologies on that part. I should have explained how when the door opened. I will say it did open when it swung open. It swung open inward, so it's still. It didn't swing out towards y'all. It swung inward towards the room.
It's got a handle, right?
To close it, this guy has to be out of the way. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much, they would have to. Some of them would have to move out of the way. But is that all of your turn there, Ryogo?
I'm assuming Eli was going to rush in and do something.
Are you
his
out of the
action
room?
for that.
Yeah, he's out of the room.
I am not. I'm not in front of the door anymore. I have grabbed Flint to be out of the door as well, so that if we want to close the door, it is now an option.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the handle and heave too.
Well, did that mean you were standing here, or were you just standing off over here? Because to do that, you would have had to have been here for that to try and work.
I can't see the map.
Oh, right.
So I'm gonna say yes. To the absolutely not a yes or no question.
Well, so I guess the question there, DM, is there a way for Eli to try to close the door with his readied action, or can they do something else knowing this information?
He would have to do something else. He would have to do something else at this point because there is a creature that is standing in the way.
Okay.
So
well,
are they able to do anything?
One on the shield, ready to shield bash anyone who gets in my way. I'm kind of blocking the door. I'm shielding the opening against people coming out and following my friends.
All right.
If
so
one
that means
gets
you
out,
basically, if Ryogo moved, you were gonna block the way right here. You were gonna move to block the way.
Oh no.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yes. I'm about to die, aren't I? Usually what happens. And like I said, holding the shield up with the other arm.
All right. Now
you have better AC than I do.
There is a new face in the doorway. So the first one that fired his crossbow off will fire at him. Misses. The one that's immediately in front of you will attack you with the short sword. Are you gonna try and use your reaction there, Ryogo, or?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I do. This one right in front of him. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and stab it before I can stab my friend.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, I think I'm in the same situation where it's got cover.
Yeah, it's got half cover because of the.
I don't think I hit it.
Unfortunately not. You try and hit him and it misses and he swings at... He will swing at Eli. And misses because of the fact of... Wait, what is your AC currently? Is it 18? I think it's 18. With the shield.
Shields up, bro. Shields up.
No, well, it's...
But does the shield bring you to 18 or higher than 18?
No, it brings... Actually, it still misses. He has an AC of 19.
Ooh, nice.
So that goes ahead and misses. Lark, your turn.
Lark flies. Flying above everybody real quick. Get a line of sight. And we'll try once more. Not doing very well, and fly back.
Eli, your go.
I don't want to let go of the door. I want to be ready to shut it. Can I bash him in the face with my shield?
You can shove him out of the... You can do a shove.
Like a shieldy, pushy thing?
Yeah, I will. You can. You're not going to do damage with the shield, but I can see you using the shove action to push him to try and knock him back enough to try and close that door.
Yes, please.
Opposed
Seems to be
athletics
avoiding
checks.
a lot of fights. It might be easier just to kill them at this point. We seem to avoid a lot of fights this way with door shutting.
I like the door shutting method.
I do too.
I do think it's pretty funny.
It's funny.
Doc,
I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to D&D, guys. I don't know.
It's the way
There
you're
is-
supposed to.
Being smart to
to all our listeners out there,
we're supposed to be going on. Keep going with side quests.
well, to all our listeners out there, there is no wrong way to play D&D as long as you're all having fun.
Correction, as long as everyone's having fun except for the DM, who is sadly shaking his head.
Stay alive.
The DM that wanted the Fey deal
Times
of all
the DM
things.
to your game should be sadly shaking their head.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Lark, if you could roll for Eli.
I was gonna say, give me the points, Lark.
I'm trying. Hold on. I'm juggling 3 character sheets right now.
I'm
You
basically
gotta
your
keep on
pet.
top
This is
on her.
this
with
is
that.
athletics.
Yes.
There you go.
And it
Yeah.
can oppose with athletics or dex. Not with advantage.
Oh, you're so lucky. It's
But
not funny to-
this one gets moved back. And the door is no longer obstructed.
Slam
Gonna close that door.
So, what are you
All
doing,
right.
Eli?
I think.
Oh, I'm slamming it closed at the nearest opportunity. I wasn't sure if bashing him in the face with my shield was my entire action.
That was an action, yes.
Yeah, okay, well then we'll wait.
Well,
I mean,
you
I
do
think he
have
can still close the door. Can he?
It's technically an interact with object.
Or does? Okay, so it would require an action.
But
I'm
Eli
gonna
has
step
this
out of the
thing
way
called,
so we don't go.
has this beautiful surge he could do. If that is the
Oh.
goal.
Yes, that is the goal.
Alright.
Look,
You
I'm just
go-
happy I got to hit someone in the face with my shield, okay?
Alright, you go, and you grab the door, close it, and it's closed, but you haven't locked it yet. You haven't reset the lock yet, so...
Fair enough.
Alright, so... that is the end of your turn. Now, as soon as you go and you close the door and you're like, oh, okay, everything's good. You see this one right here. You see the door fling back open as a skeletal hand goes to move it, and these other two that had crossbows fire upon you.
Oh, hell with the jump scares. It's not October yet.
And they miss you horribly.
It's spooky season.
Constance. I will say, Eli, you made one of them eat an action.
Alright, well, I can't do Bend Away because Eli's in the way, or Ice Knife, so I'm gonna have to do Starry Wisp again.
No, you can still Ice Knife. You can just Ice Knife one that's further back.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do the two, I'm aiming for one in the back, but hopefully I can get two of them.
This one or this one?
All the way. That one.
Alright, give me a, click on the Ice Knife button on the attack section.
Boom. Whoa.
That hits. Now they need to give dexterity saving throws. Which they're not good at.
Uh-huh.
They both fail. Constance, could you describe it for me right quick?
She's gonna point her fingers like a gun at them and say, you need to chill. And shoot her finger.
Alright.
Or the icicles will shoot out. Or icicle, it's a knife.
Alright, that one shatters. And this one is... the other one is barely hanging on.
And I'll end my turn.
Ryoga.
There's still one that is there. Alright, Ryogo's going to back off a bit. Trying to get a good line of sight on red marked one.
You would be able to do that with, like, right here?
Yeah, I'm wondering if shooting through two allies, so it's going to be problematic.
I mean, technically, no. By technical standards, no.
Okay, alright, just make... Alright, then I'm going to pull out my crossbow, and I am going to smack red right there.
Alright.
Red marked one. Hopefully smack it. That's the hope and dream. 17 for 12 piercing.
Alright, well, he is down.
Excellent. No free attack for the next turn. Alright, and that's about all I can do at the moment.
Alright, Lark.
Fly, fly, fly. Fly.
Oh no, where did Constance go?
I am.
She's disappeared.
On my head.
I'm flying above you so I can get line of sight. Same, yes, different verse, same course. Finally.
I'm guessing the one
23
that's
for 9
immediately
damage.
this one right here.
Yeah, the only one she could actually see. And then also Fly. Constance is back.
All right.
She's back. Like a
Oh,
magic
wait.
trick.
Oh, that's bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
It's down.
Yay!
Bludgeoning damage. Great for any fight against the undead skeletons. Sounds like an info commercial because why not?
Eli, it is your turn.
Can I shut the door?
There's just one left!
There's 2 left.
Two,
Hey,
technically.
He just kind of sighs and he goes, "Fine, do it your way."
Yep,
And
2
he
left.
he gets his big undeady, unlikey sword out to kick some butt.
That's its full title, the Undeady Sword.
The undeady sword, yes. That is the that should be canon.
There's
now.
one. If once you like from the door, there's one that's the one that popped it back open is immediately right there.
Yeah, he's like, "Fine," and he'll go for it.
But he's so reluctant to kill things, but it's like, we're not bad at it.
He's working on more of a timer than I think the rest of you guys are. He's like, "I'm not here to explore a dungeon and sightsee. I'm here to find those brat kids that wandered off and get them back."
Yeah, but the brat kids aren't an immediate. Yeah, but the brat kids aren't an immediate sacrificial damage this time, like the last time.
He will be.
Don't know
He
what's
will.
wrong with them.
He will be strongly lecturing them the entire way home.
I will save.
Lark will be politely ignoring him the entire way home, probably humming a
No,
chorus.
like the children.
Lark,
oh,
can you
that's
roll
fine.
attack rolls
Well,
for
not just
Eli?
that. It's
Yes.
the light. It's the. Oh, that's the wrong one. Eli's going one-handed because of the shield. Use the longsword
Yeah.
one-handed button and just we'll roll an additional d6.
Does a 10 hit?
Unfortunately, it misses.
Oh,
Okay. That ends that then.
And the whole way home with these so-called children, he's going to be like, "Don't get into situations you can't get out of."
This sounds like a potential song, Eli.
All right. Eli, the one that you just swung at, swings back at you and misses. The only other one that's still standing will fire. Since you're the only one I could really see, will fire his. Actually, no. It'll drop the crossbow, pull its sword, and move to an advantageous position and try to stab you. Come on. I heard it ding. It will still miss, even though it's not showing up on my other, Alright, well, like I said, it moved into an advantageous position, and it also missed. Now, Constance, it is your go.
no, and I can't go step in on Eli.
You could technically move through Eli's space
Over the dead bodies?
and over these to get into the room for a better, more advantageous shot. The only downside is you would provoke 2 attacks of opportunity as you did so, unless you face stepped.
Yep, I'll face step. And I'll go through Eli and over the dead bodies going, ew, 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 ew.
Well, it's more of a teleport, so you technically wouldn't have to touch him.
Oh, thank you.
So you can move to a spot where there's not a pile of bones, because it's like 30
Okay.
feet.
Merci, voice from above. Okay. Then I'm going to, let's do the one that's not hurt. The one that doesn't have a big red boot on his head. I'll shoot at him with a Starry Wisp.
All right, make that attack roll. The one with the red boop?
No, the one that doesn't have the red boop.
Okay, the one that does not have the red boop. It now gains a red poop.
Yay! Red booze. Okay, and Eli's not hurt at all, right?
Eli has not been touched.
Okay. then
No
I
one's
will-
hurt, actually. I don't think even Ryogo got hit.
Good. All right.
No.
I don't think I can do anything else. So I'll end my turn.
Because you already did. You did use your bonus action to face step. So.
Yeah, we've been lucky this fight so far. Really admit that.
Yep.
All right.
Ryogo's gonna move up here. Oh, alright.
Go ahead.
Alright, Ryogo's gonna move up here and try and pike this guy. Yeah. I suppose right here and slap him through the door.
Alright. Actually, unfortunately, because of the way the door opens, he would actually have, like, full cover. You could move and hit, you could readjust your movement. That way,
like
yes.
that
works. That works.
Yeah, alright. Then I'll go ahead and do that.
Which he shouldn't have been able to stand there and make the attack anyway. He would have had to have stood here. Because of the way the door is. But go ahead and make your attack roll.
Alright. I'm gonna smack him, hopefully. I don't smack him.
No, you don't smack him.
I do not smack him.
You smack him in spirit.
I'll move right here.
Alright.
I'll be with you in spirit, Eli.
Lurk.
Eli.
Fly, fly, fly. Fly over Ryogo.
Oh no! Where did Lurk go?
Yeah, I know, right? And then swing at the one that you can probably see without the door problem.
Okay.
And fly back.
Well, luckily, he is no longer a problem. Eli, there is one left, and it is the one that was trying to stab you from behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the shield and swing two-handed at him.
Alright.
Because I do not appreciate that kind of rudeness.
Well, now you can use the Lightbringer proper button that's on there.
Yeah.
There you go. He's mad. He does well. Does well when he's mad. Sure you're not a barbarian?
Definitely a bard. We're all bards. It's a party of bards.
We are all bards.
Alright. The
What are you
last...
thinking?
He's a barbarian.
He is a barbarian.
And the last skeleton
the man can
falls, and silence fills the room. And that is where we are going to end things for this session. Hope everyone enjoyed the interesting shenanigans. And we will see y'all next time.